everybody. All right, so are y'all ready to have nap time? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not what we meant. Nope. NAP stands for nature, art, and poetry. All right? So, so we're gonna wake Henley up by going on a little nature walk. And listen, when we do nature, art, and poetry at the Cedar House, we're studying sometimes we're studying an artist, sometimes we're studying a composer, sometimes I've got quite the comedian here. So sometimes we're studying an artist, a poet, and a composer. Did I say that right? Okay. So Mama's kids have some grace with me. I'm doing these live videos and I'm not really used to it, and I'm doing them with a dramatic 9-year-old. So here we go. Henley, that's good. Come on. All right, so let's get up and moving so Henley doesn't fall asleep. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go look for some things, and I'm challenging you to go look for some things in your neighborhood, where you're allowed to explore by your house, and find and see what things. Henley, we're gonna see what things we can find in nature that are new and growing, okay? And I was hoping I could turn this around as I'm talking, so I can't. Okay. So that's all right. We can do this. We can do this. But anyway, so what we've been discovering by our little house, see, there's our little tiny house right there. We've been discovering some beautiful dandelions. I'm going to see if I can show you. Henley, can you show them the dandelions?
Ding, ding. See, the dandelions haven't turned white and gone into a fuzzy ball yet. They start out as a flower, and then the flower petals fall off, and then the seeds grow on, and then when the wind blows, it blows the seeds off.
Tell me I can't rotate my phone. Okay, all right. Tell me, Henley, if you can be... All right, tell him again, Henley. So listen, but there's one that's fallen off over there. Do you see it? Go show him. Right over here. Can you show him?
Yeah, see?
Are you in the picture? Let me know if you're in the picture. Henley, let me know. Are you in the picture? Can you see the flower?
Yes. Wait, no.
Is that better?
No, down more. See, this is sprouting the seeds, and some of them have already gotten the dandelion white things on it.
Which are the
seeds.
So, thanks, Henley. That was really awesome. So really,
dandelion that's starting to sprout.
So I'm going to read to you just for a second a little bit about dandelions. Excuse me. This is very difficult when you don't have a cameraman. Okay. So do you know that each dandelion seed has 100 to 150 fluffy seeds, which Henley just showed you. One was coming off. Can you sit down for me? Sorry. There we go. And did you know that to gardeners, they are like weeds? But to insects, they are lunch. Dandelions make nectar that butter Whitman, which Walt Whitman is not our poet for this semester that we're studying. We're studying Emily Dickinson. But this poem is about dandelions, and I thought it was such a beautiful poem, so I'm going to read it to you. Simple and fresh and fair from winter's close emerging, as if no artifice of fashion, business, politics had ever been. Forth from its sunny nook of sheltered grass, innocent, golden, calm as the dawn, the spring's first dandelion shows its trustful face. That's a great poem. Anyway, it's called The First Dandelion. Walt Whitman was born in 1819 and died in 1892. Similar time frame as Emily Dickinson, which we'll talk about. So this is part 1 of our nap time, okay? We had to do 2 parts because we have to walk somewhere else, and I don't want you to have to stand around and walk with us. How boring. I want you to go outside. So right now, we've talked about dandelions, something that Henley and I found here by our house, okay? They're beautiful and they're awesome. So every time whenever we have nap, we also do some nature journaling. So I'm encouraging you right now to go out, when you watch this video, whenever that happens, for you to go out and explore some nature nearby. Exploring is not just running and playing, which is awesome. That is exploring in one sense, but in this sense, in the nature sense, I want you to walk carefully and look slowly and observe the new things that are happening around you. Like I can show you right here. Here's another one that's happening around us. It's so cool. See if we can get up here. Can you grab that for me, Emily? Oh, here we go. I can grab it. So right here is something that is new happening at our house. It is a tree is budding, and you will see these all over the place right now. Everything is budding. Spring is blooming and blossoming. I want you to get outside and go check and see what you can discover. And then I challenge you to nature journal it. And nature journaling is where you open up a blank book of cardstock, or it can be watercolors, watercolor paper, but it's a book that's yours, that when you discover something new, something that you've seen many times before, you draw it in detail. You draw it, you can color it in with matte pencils, you can color it in with watercolors, and you take your time and really observe what this new thing or this thing that you've seen often, or the different stages of it. What did this tree look like before, and then now it's changing? Or the dandelion, the different stages of the dandelion, which in a minute, in part 2, I'm going to show you my drawing of a dandelion and teach you how to draw the different stages of the seedling of the dandelion and then the dandelion flower. And it's super exciting because it's not as hard as we think. And so you can go find your own dandelion and watch my part 2 and nature journal what I show you, or nature journal something different. Also, if you can write descriptions, words of what you're seeing, the colors. You can even be inspired by Walt Whitman or Emily Dickinson and write a poem about nature, about what you see, write a song. Really take some time for this discovery. And if you do take my challenge, I would love for you to send me a picture or tag us at the Cedar House on Facebook of the new item, or the item in nature that you discovered. Like, we were by the pond today and we rescued a snapping turtle that the water had just washed out of the pond, and he was going to get eaten by my dog. So we picked up the snapping turtle and put it back in the pond, and it was super exciting. There's new things around us all the time. So get outside, go explore, and see what you can come up with, and then journal it. Because as a young man once taught me, that his mom taught him, just love this kid, that to remember something well, to really remember it, then you need to write it down. You need to write it down and document it so that it will be stuck in your brain. So I've remembered that, and I'm super excited about what you're going to find. And part 2, we're going to read some poems from Emily Dickinson, and I'm going to show you my dandelion for nature journaling. Anyway, all right, we love you guys. I hope you have a great afternoon. And guess what? It's Wednesday and it's not raining. It's sunny outside. Can you believe it?
No. Well, actually, I can.
Thank you, God. We're so glad. Okay, we'll see you soon.